Hello, this is Jilly Bling, and I have a project to share using the All for Baby bundle. So this is a stamp set, and it is distinctive, where there's shadowing to make it look really realistic. And it looks great here on the cover, but when you see it after it's stamped, it's really pretty. So this card layout, LisaStampStudio.com came up with this layout. And I think she called it something about this piece of window sheet. I'll put it in the description. But it's just kind of a fun way to do a card. So there's like an extra panel in here. Isn't that cute? And if nothing else, look at these little dies for the hanger and for the little clothespins. Or I guess those are more of a close clip. So this is a girl card, and I'd like to do another one today for a boy card. So here's the papers. So we'll fold this in half, and I'll put all the paper cut sizes and scoring lines and where you do the cut for this right here on my blog. But it's just standard card base, and then we're going to cut it in 1 1/4 inch and 1 1/4 inch. And I would do it on my paper trimmer, but I don't know where my blade is, so I did it on my big paper cutter. And what I did, I'll show you. Let me make sure you can see this here at the top. So I want 1 1/4 inch here and 1 1/4 inch there. So on my big paper trimmer, I have it already done, but I'd like to show you. Right here at 1 1/4, put that. Pretend like the score is the blade, and go right to your fold line all the way down to the end. Flip it over, 1 1/4, and push it right up against the edge. And then again, with your cutting blade, cut it right to this score line. And it looks just like this. Okay, so this is inside paper. And before you start attaching all the papers, let's do it together, just because, see this clothesline? Stamp that before you put these panels on. And these go here and also on the inside. And then the wood grain, see, I'm trying to do this one as a boy card. Wood grain. Oh, I like that one with the little, I'll put that one here. And this is for the sentiment. And this piece is a die. Here's the dies. Look at all these, and there's a lot of tiny little ones. But it's this, and I think it's from Painted Labels. Baby clothes dies, and yeah, Painted Labels is where this one comes from. So just a little bit of, for the girly card, doing it in white looks like a little bit of lace trim, but I did want to do that in the boy one, which it probably would work, but so I did it in espresso. But we'll get to all these dies here in just a minute. So this one goes here. I forgot to turn my phone off just a minute. Oh. Okay, so we can do a little bit of putting stuff together. So on the wood grain paper, and this paper is a huge pack and it's about to retire, and I think it's on sale. So if you like it, if you've used it, you probably love it. But this is a good time to get it. And Thursday, the 21st, is going to be free shipping. So that means it's even more of a reason to get it. And don't attach it to the front of the card yet, because we want to sandwich that window sheet in there. not quite straight. It's a good thing about liquid glue. You can still move it around. Okay, so let's do okay, one more piece. This is old paper. So you could use whatever paper you have. I was just trying to come up with colors that look good for a baby. I'm not sure that Misty Moonlight is quite the right color, but somehow I kind of like it. I think it's going to make the baby clothes and the little bear look really cute, really light, real bright. Okay, so this window sheet, I know it's probably hard to see because it's clear. I'm going to take it and put it on here, but first, before you put it on, I think I cut it to the exact 5.5 inch, and it might be better just to trim just a little bit of it. Now I'll show you why. If you don't, it's fine. Okay, let me get the card base. So I'm going to put liquid glue here and on here. And I'm just guessing how far up this 1 1/4 inch goes. And it's fine if you guess wrong, because those panels with the wood grain will be covering this. Okay, so this goes right on here, right in the glue. And have it go all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so let me see if you could see that. See the window sheet? And I have it all the way down to the bottom here and here. And because I trimmed off a little bit, I don't see the window sheet on the edge here, just by maybe an 1/8, 1/16 of an inch. It's funny, whenever I'm liquid gluing, I put something over the top and I never see how it soaks in like that. Interesting. Okay, so that part is done. So now these panels, now these are ready to go on. This is like a liquid glue day, but you could use your regular tape runner or tear tape, whatever you have is fine. And get that centered. And then same with this other side. Okay, so now this piece is loose and those side panels are decorated. Okay, and then this one, that will go right on here. Right in the middle. Okay, looks good. These can get attached, the designer paper to the early espresso layer, and this is for the inside. So next step is to stamp the sentiment, and I'll probably use the same one. I have 2 other designs going, and this stamp set has 3 sentiments, so I'll save the other words for the other cards, but you can use any words you like. Okay, so there's that. And they will go on here, but I'm not going to attach them quite yet because, like I said, I want to do that clothesline through there first. And it'd be hard, if these were attached, it'd be hard to stamp the clothesline over the top. Kind of impossible. Okay, so for the sentiment, I will do congratulations on your growing family. So this, because the colors are a little bit more girl, a little bit more on the yellow tones, I used soft suede. So this time I want to use early espresso because That's what the card is, all those layers are in early espresso. Congratulations. And I'm purposely going to put it off to the left side as far as I can, just so that the bear, oh, I did that really crooked. The bear has a little bit of room for his foot, his leg. That's better. Okay, so see how the bear, his leg, foot goes over here? That's why I have it scooched way over to the side. And on the back side of this sentiment, I'm going to put liquid glue and attach that little detailed die cut piece. Now put it right in the middle of this paper. And because I have a lot of glue on it, I'm just going to let that dry for a minute. Make sure it's straight. That looks good. Okay, let it dry. So how about if we do some stamping of the bear and the onesie and a few decorations. So here on this paper I will do those pieces. So here's the bear. The bear is in espresso. So your stamp pads, when you're using a distinctive stamp, if your stamp pads are recently re-inked, it won't come out very good. If they're almost a little bit dry, they come out really nice, like how this does. And let me see. My soft suede stamp pad, see how he looks a little freckled and all the detail isn't there? That's because this stamp pad has a little bit more of the re-inker in it compared to that one. That one looks good. Okay, and what else? How about little pockets? And all this will make sense here in a minute. And there's dies for everything. These are little onesie pockets. And how about a bib? Like this bib, but that could be in Misty Moonlight. Misty Moonlight, a bib, and how about the onesie? Isn't that cute? Do you see the detail in that? Okay, what else do I have over here? I'll do the tie. That, I did it as a bow on the girl. So see right here how I have it in Blushing Bride. That's as a bow, but this one I'm going to have it a tie on the onesie. And how about the star in So Saffron? Here's the star. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's it. So look at these dies. We did that one. This one here is for the pockets. You notice I have washi tape on everything. And Oh, this one, this is different. This is for a onesie, but it makes little stitching. We'll do that on the next project. So here's the die for this onesie. And for the bib, oh, here's for the star. And the tie. And the bear. Look how everything is cut out. I've heard from so many of you, do I have to cut it out? If I have to cut it out, forget it. There should be a die for everything. And, oh, I had those done. Look at these. These are the hanger. And these are the little clips. Look how cute. You see that? Look how, oh, not the garbage can. Look how cute they come out. They're so tiny. And I'll punch the holes out of the middle of them. Okay, so I'm going to cut these pieces out. And the bear. And this one I did a little bit of the crinkled white seam binding, which is cute for the girl card, but this one I want to do in linen thread, and just a plain simple little bow. No double bows needed, but real tiny. Okay. And trim. Need a glue dot. Okay, so the glue dot I'm going to fold in half, or maybe I'll roll it over like 3 times, just because the linen thread is really small. And if I put the glue dot on whole like this, when you put it in the envelope, it would be sticking to the envelope. Can't have that. So I rolled it up to a burrito, and it will go right there. Then this can go on top. Yeah, that's cute. The white ribbon looks good, but it's almost too big that I had to like push the bottom of it into the glue dot so that you could still see the bear's face. Okay, so that is going to go right about here on dimensionals. I'm going to try to keep the dimensionals over on one side, just because they show through the window sheet. Oh, you know what? I'm going to get the sentiment on there first. Let's see how that's doing. It's drying. So that can go, oh, that looks cute. That little ruffle and espresso. So this is just going to go on flat. So I'll use liquid glue again. Seems to be a liquid glue day. Maybe. There it goes. Oof. A little bit too much over there. I might try to smooth that out. I have way too much right here. Oh, I try to stamp the onesie in a lighter color, in balmy blue. It doesn't look good. Because look, you can imagine how that would look on there. It's just completely too much of a different color. Okay, spread out that glue. That's better. Okay, so this will go right about here. And yes, the words are way over to the side, but that's going to pay off here in just a minute. So, see how his foot makes up the difference? Okay, well, there's the bear. That's the front. Might need something else on there. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so for the inside, there is this right here, which is the clothesline. I'm going to do that in early espresso. So this is a stamp, excuse me, and when you pull the stamp out, see how flexible it is? Normally, when you take a stamp out of the stamps that I said, just leave it on your tabletop. And that's how it wants to be. Don't try to adjust it at all. And then put it on your block. But this time, if I have these panels on here, you're not going to see much of the bow in it if I were to put it on like that. So I'm going to have it with a little bit more. I'm going to kind of manipulate it a little bit. So just put it on there and try to let it do its own thing if you can, or just hold the end of it. Because if you start trying to control where each little bit of it goes, it's going to be really crooked. Not a smooth clothesline. And then I'm going to put ink. I'm avoiding the last inch, and over here I'm trying to avoid the last inch. And then drop it down just a little bit so you have room for the words on the inside. Okay, and I'm happy that there's no ink here and no ink over there, particularly 1/8 of an inch to the edge, because that's where the white will show. So see how there's this line right here? And I guess it's pretty much covered up, so even if you did do the whole thing, it's okay. Oh, and then the words. Which ones did I do here? Congratulations on your growing family. Little hands, little feet, big love. That's cute. So this is going to go here. This will go here. This will help me determine where the middle of the card is, having those in place. Right there. Okay. So now that that's stamped, now these can go on. And you could leave, let me show you on here, you could leave a little white border if you want, or have it go right to the very edge. This time I think I'll leave just a little bit of a white border. On the other one I didn't. This paper is a little bit longer. Just a little bit of a border, okay? And then this is ready to attach. Okay, let's see, how does it look? That looks good. That looks good. I'm still thinking I need to put something here. That gets lost. Maybe some stars. Like a few of these stars just kind of floating around. That's kind of cute. I don't have them ready though. Okay, so the hanger. The hanger fits perfectly underneath. It's kind of a shame to cover it all up because it's really cute. So I'll put liquid glue around these corners and at the bottom. And drop it just a little bit below the onesie, and then I'll let that dry. Then the bib can have a star. I tried putting a pink heart on it, but it looked just a little bit too pink and too girly. And the star is perfect. So on the onesie, I'll put the bow, like this is holding it closed right here. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to do, but because it's in brown, it kind of matches. I'll put it at an angle, so it looks like Mom tied it. Okay, and then the pockets. So when you stamp something with dye-based ink, if I were to put the glue on and then move it around, the dye-based ink and the glue would kind of reactivate the ink and it would look like it was smeared. Here's a good example of that. I put glue to hold the hanger on, and it was kind of a puddle of kind of yellowy suede down under here where the glue touched. It's not good, so just beware of that and you'll be fine. So let's see, where should these go? I don't think the little one will be putting his hands in his pockets, but that's okay. How about right like that? Or maybe just one. Or maybe up here. Okay, up here. These tiny little pieces. Maybe higher. That's sweet. Okay, so now for the clothespins. The hanger could just go right on there. The clothespins, let me knock that little circle out. Clothespins, I have those holding the bib, and that just right on the line. And dimensionals. Dimensionals on half of it, and I know, dimensionals on the inside. Doing it more and more often. Just one for there. So, little glue on that half. That could go there. And then this, a little bit of glue on the hanger top. Not too much glue. That's really hanging down low. Okay. right there I've got a little overage. So I want to get that gone right away. Okay, so now for the clothespins. I'll have it attach here and up there, right here and over here. Okay, there it is. And so for the front, this will take just a minute to dry. Isn't that adorable? The front, I might put some random little stars, just because I think it needs a little something. Where this one had, congratulations on your growing family. Clever, it has a tree. But let me see. How about 3 little stars? So this bundle is going to be retiring. So if you want to get it quick, sometimes things are on sale too, which is very convenient. Hold on, I'll be right back. Well, that's kind of cute. I was trying to keep the front a bit simple, but I think it needs just a little something. So there's 1, 2, 3 stars. Isn't that sweet? Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye.